was almost same, but
What farmer practice? What kind of spaces they are having?
it was the same. He didn't tell
No,
me.
no, I know you think. And if you think now, what you did then? It's not a kind of thinking, nah. You did it and you have presented. See the hypothesis. It's not like that. You don't know what is farmer's practice. And you have quantified everything, adaptive to survivability. Very interesting, you don't know what is farmer's practice. And on what basis you wrote this kind of information? So these are serious matters. Now you don't yesterday we'll discuss. These are should put attention on it. Otherwise, no, why am I doing this kind of thing? When you just later on you see all this and write it properly.
For that illustration, we have 9 activities. The first one, we have considered basically population of population probability by using only the source of the nutrient. And here, variety was Mr. Prerogative, and it was quite performing well compared to the farmers' practices. Coming to the second one, population of plants with Zone-VII.
Pink color variety. Yesterday it was told it's
Yeah, this one. Actually, Zone-VII is converted in zero. Zone-VII comes from chief minister Zonal.
Yes, no, they told that the color is some
Yeah,
color,
purple.
purple color, no?
It was popularized in our districts. The second one is also popular. We have population of tropical resistant tomato hybrid Arca that it was performing very well in our district, and this series was also 3.25 against the farmers market of 2.87. And here dragon fruit was cultivated, and dragon fruit was also performing very well.
Which variety of dragon fruit demonstrated?
It's red cluster.
Red flesh.
Red cluster is like this. Population of systemic cultivation of moon grass. And here, 3-meter row spacing was maintained in 13 plants online. And the average yield was 66 quintal per hectare compared to the concept of 57. And there was 11.86 increase in yield. The second one was
Loudly, nobody can listen it.
The topic of treating with turmeric under organic management. Here, treatment of Rizal with trigonamacrozinum of 2.25 gram per kg, organic management FOM 20 ton per hectare, FOM Tasman cake, and launching of the this is performed well, average yield of 1.3 per hectare. In fact, we wanted to carry against farmers for this. It was 18.18 increased in yield. On the signs of population of fodder soybean, JS 9315 variety, and this is quite performing well. The BC ratio was 1.8 against 1.6. And the skin quality under those signs is demonstration of supplementation of AU that mean introduction of pigment. So this is also very good. And the conversion ratio is 3.8 against 4.5 farmers per piece, and BC ratio is also 1.8 against 1.63 farmers per piece. The fishery, the preparation of silver barb, UPS, to name the task, the feed-based molecular process is to replace palm production. Here, the Average yield was 34 quintal per hectare against the concept of up to. This area was 1.6 against 1.5. This is the natural farming, KVK farm. We have 5 hectares. Out of which 1 hectare is utilized for natural farming. These are the activities of the natural farming. Trainings conducted for those. And we have conducted trainings to the farmers and farming. We will not be extension personnel and diagnostic visits. And this is also training and extension programs. Application of KVK farming. We have 3 popular articles: processing and value research from avoid smallest delivery of ground, case study on the green farmers income with William Bali, model of process of agriculture farming district in Zora.
Why newspaper coverage is nil? Hello. Newspaper coverage. This coverage.
Smaller, but
7 numbers.
7. And pure prevention smaller because they're not under these are the zonals which we have published. This doctor rich supply has taken initiative and this is the paper published under OFT and FLD. It's the seed production on the KVK in 2022. Planting materials production, distribution of seeds and planting materials. So can you as the status of revolving fund during the year we found around 2 lakhs, more than 2 lakhs coming from the sales of farm produces, sale of meal, sale of compost, revenue collected from soil and water harvesting. These are the revenues generated by the different sources, other ICR, partner, and IFA. These are the functional linkages established during the year with different organizations. These are the special programs. Also help day. These are some example photographs during 2023. Small muscle collection. We should produce muscle expansion during every season.
Last time was a
diagnostic visits, farm visits, in directions. Some other activities. Interest visits during the year.
ये सबको ऑपरेटर बोल देगा कि इससे आप सिस्टम क्या है इससे एनोस क्या जाएगा ओके ओके नेक्स्ट केवीके लुंगलाई आ गया लुंगलाई हां ओ
Respected one is that respected legacy master organizer, respected agriculture, my KVK family members, greetings and good morning from KVK Atia. Sarmasar also is here. I could not see Madam
KVK Lunglei, not here.
Yes, sir. KVK Lunglei district. Sir, as usual, during the reporting time of this for this KVK, I would like to highlight that it is already bifurcated into two districts now, National District and Lunglei District. Still now we are still running for the entire erstwhile Lunglei District. And this is our staff position as of now. But during the reporting time, the staff strength was less. And these are our present infrastructure facilities. I would like to stress that our administrative building was started in 1994, and now this really needs repair. Even the staff quarter and our farmers hostel, we have done something, and the fencing and boundary wall also needs some repair in many places. And especially our vehicle requires really a new vehicle now. So I think so. Sinasar knows about this one very well. I have been in contact with him also. Everything is making sound except the horn. It's like that. And then we have two tractors. It is in good condition. Power tiller needs replacement. And then, so to say, we have covered 40% of our entire Lunglei district. And then we have 4 disciplines under which we have 7 technologies under OFT. And under agronomy, animal science, home science, and horticulture. The first OFT under agronomy is the assessment of rice for yield improvement. Here we assess manifold along with the ongoing farmers practice, which they locally call it as Manipur variety, but I don't know exactly what variety it is now. But linked to this, there was a drastic 2.42 increment in the BC ratio as compared to 1.9 of the local variety. We recommend this for FLT. And because of the higher yield, the plant height is also good, and the taste is much better as compared to the local variety. And the second one is the assessment of rapeseed and mustard. Here we use TS67, and then the farmers practice is the local cultivar which they have been practicing from a very long time. Here also we see that the BC ratio is 2.5 in the case of TS67, and then it is 1.6 in the local. And coming to animal science in OFT, this is the performance of a new broiler variety of 430Y broiler chicken. Here, there is also better BC ratio of 3 as compared to the local chicks which we have. And then even the feed consumption ratio is also high. And in home science, there is a we have a drudgery under the enterprise of drudgery reduction. We introduce improved equipment for cleaning shed, animal shed. Before they use many other hands or wooden blocks or sleepers like that, but we introduced that rake, and then we have seen that it is many times better than the traditional method of cleaning this cow shed. And then the second OFT is the performance evaluation of dehydrated broccoli. During the season, there is a lot of broccoli which cannot be sold. So in the homestead, the women folks, they used to dehydrate this broccoli, and then they blanch with bicarbonate, and then another option is blanching with bicarbonate and potassium metabisulfate at the rate of 5 grams per kilo. And then there was a conditional drying, and then we found it remarkably good, and then it is there was no less harvest loss. So it is recommended for this OFT in the coming year. And then coming to horticulture, this is the new assessment of new variety Arca harita. We compare this with the local variety, and then we found that there is good BC ratio of 3.4 as compared to the local check of 1.8. And another is the assessment of watermelon variety Arcasiama. This is a very good variety, and here there is a farmer's practice of good morning. Yes, Africa. As when we compare with the farmer's practice, we found that it has a better BC ratio of 3.2 as compared to 2.4 of the farmer's practice. And then we would also conduct 6 frontline demonstrations. And then we could achieve a target of 60 numbers. Here the first is the popularization of soybean variety DSP-19. Although our SMS was very new, we could conduct this one, continuing to the previous personnel who was working there. We have found that at a higher rate, the soybean, although the national average is 25 quintal per hectare, we find that on the higher side there is a yield of 12.21 quintal, and then our farmers accept this variety a lot, and then we select this technology to be recommended to the State Agriculture Department formally to Atari and our directorate. And even at the second frontline demonstration on agronomy is the polarization of rice field cropping system. There also we found that there is a greater return while and the farmers really accept this technology. And the second frontline demonstration is the popularization of the hidden French bean, which our previous speaker said regarding this Zonal-VII. So we find that this dehydrated Zonal French beans is also becoming popular in our district. And the second is the dehydration of locally grown mango. Here, our local mangoes, the shelf life is very less. So we found that even our farmers friends found that this dehydration of local mango is very much accepted in our district. And the frontline demonstration on horticulture, this is the popularization of regional variety Acacia. We found that on the higher side there is a yield of 280 quintal per hectare, and on the lower side there is a yield of 240 quintal per hectare. As compared to this one, the national average, it was a little bit lower, but we find that this is very good. And even in the garden pea variety, while here we consume in field pot, there is a good PC ratio of 2.8:1. This is under horticulture again. And then we conduct 30 numbers of trainings, and then we could cover a total of 850 farmers here. And under rural youth, we could cover a total of 502 farmers. And then under extension personnel, also under different allied department, we could cover under about 188 extension personnel also. And then there were about 9 sponsored training programs which we could conduct during the reporting year. And these are some of our training photos which were highlighted.
From?
Sir?
Sponsored by whom?
Yeah, these were sponsored by different like ICDS, ATMA, ARIA, SDRY, State SDRY, DBT, Department of Biotechnology, Global Organic, NICRA, ATMA from Lunglei district also. Like I said, ATMA also from Lunglei district as well as from Pathial district. We are still catering these 2 districts together. And then these are some of our extension activities as our counterpart KVKs, which we could conduct. And these are some of the publications. Some of these publications were already released in the action during our workshop under action plan. So we could not again release this during this report. So
Research article?
Research article, this time we could not put any research article. But we are sure that there will be research article, and then 3 research article is being booked and is in the pipeline right now, sir. And then there are some of the seed materials which we could produce during 2022. And these are some of the planting materials, and under planting materials we could produce drumstick also, which is becoming really popular in our district. This drumstick is highly accepted by our farmers, and then it is growing very fast also. Regarding to some of our products, we could give out Yorkshire and Rainbow Rooster also, and then even Azola also. And now at present, Azola is being really in high demand by our farmers, not only in the rice growing area, but also for our chicken growers as well as our this piggery farmers. They are really demanding this one. And then some of these are some of our achievements.
The supply of seed material to farmer, that was free of cost or with some nominal?
We are giving some price tag, or a very nominal one, because if we give them free of cost, they think that they will give everything is free. So whatever they are getting in hand, it becomes valueless. So to make some value, we are putting some price tag here. And then this is the status of our revolving fund. As of now, we are having
On the Kisan Sarati, how many farmers have been registered so far?
under Kisan Sarati, sir. I'm not exactly sure, but now they are coming to about 545 now.
Is
500 or 5,000?
535.
They are very less. 5,000.
Very less.
Yes, sir. Because under Kisan Sarati, sir, there are so many parameters there which need to be addressed as per the name. But in reality, when we go to the farmers field, there is mixed occupation there. One paddy farmer is also growing poultry. Then he is also doing piggery. So at that time, the similar name and similar address, similar phone number, similar Aadhaar number, it becomes difficult to register under the same.
it should not be also duplication should not be done.
Duplicacy becomes difficult. So it becomes
You do one thing, you get your food 1%, dedicated.
okay, sir.
Okay, 1% of your staff.
Okay, sir.
Then train him up,
Okay, sir.
what to do, what not to.
Okay, sir.
Then fix the target on monthly basis. Okay, this much you have to register.
Mhm.
Then everything will come.
Okay, sir.
Out of 5,000 is 500 is very less, your district. So that's others already reached 5,000.
Mhm.
Your district is very big one.
Minimum 1,000
Ah.
No,
1,000 may nahi hai.
yeah, we will be coming up with this one, but
because it is a very
No, no,
important one.
that's
huh?
right.
like, sir, like what I have said, whatever KVK is doing, we want to do it paka.
अरे everybody तो पक्का है
No, sir.
अनपक्का कहाँ है
ये बाकी लोग कच्चा है क्या?
Yeah, the others, they are doing it on blanket laws.
scholarship not पक्का
Then if we wish to do, we can do it just by seeing their electoral role also. But that is not good. That is not
अरे
fair.
you इतना complex क्या कर रहे हैं? फार्मर को फार्मर हिसाब से देखो।
हाँ,
तो
sir.
आपका तो इलेक्शन कमीशन नहीं है ना?
Okay, sir.
ठीक है।
And
okay
then,
anymore
so these are some of our functional linkages with other departments. We could link our linkages with even IFAS focus and then green landscape implementation unit under UN Food and Agriculture Organization also. And these are some of the award and recognition we received during 2022. These are some of our farmers reward. We could get the best horticulture farmers award also from one of our KVK farmers. And under biotech Kisan up to farmers got this reward also. And these are some of the special programs which we could organize. These are the supporting photos. And yeah, where some feedbacks of the farmers also, especially on Manifold, mustard, our chili variety. And these are some of the problems which were raised by our farmers and then the issues which we have kept. And I would not be reading out it, we kept in our book also. These are some of the details. Thank you, sir.
okay anybody any question or anything to ask
Nobody dares to ask.
okay thank you
There's a
okay then searching yeah
yellow come. Yellow come. Sarsim, no? আৰু চিন্তা পিছতে বিজনেছ চিন্তা যাব ন আচলতে আমাৰ টেকনিকেল বেলেগ কাম হৈ যাব
কেতিয়া আহিব
My dear colleagues, and dear friends, very good morning to all of you. Today I'll be presenting the annual progress report made during the year 2022. This is the present staff position. Out of the 16 sanctioned posts, 2 vacant posts are vacant, and recruitment process is going on. Otherwise, we are this is the infrastructure facilities that we have. Our tractor is not in running condition, it needs to be condemned and replaced. Otherwise, it's okay. The administrative building, as I already stated during last year and during the annual election plan also, lots of water leakage occurs in the top floor. Yeah. This hall, it used to be flooded, so we did urgent replacement. And among the staff quarters, especially my quarters, it needs urgent requirement because
it was constructed.
Pardon, sir.
When it was constructed?
It was constructed during 2007, 5 to 7.
5 to 7.
Yes. And this one, my quarters, if it is not replaced, the roof and all, the ceiling, so I'm afraid that it will collapse because it's been attacked by termite. And even I have asked the local mysteries, and they said, if any big cyclone comes, then it is in danger. So I've already stated this one to authority director and to the account section also. Likewise, all the quarters.
How your host response?
So for my host also I asked, but then due to fund scarcity, it's not possible. Even my transformer also it got burned.
Small repairing you can do from your house. Small repairing.
Small repairing, but then sir, I will need at least around 7-8 lakhs, 7 to 10 lakhs. So this is the condition. Otherwise, demonstration you did and all, we have boundary fencing. Our office bolero is in running condition, it's in very tip-top condition. Our pillar also is in good condition, but the tractor needs to be condemned and be replaced. And this is the main district profile. This is how we are located. This is the district, and we are located at the far end. So from the district, it takes around 3 to 3.5 hours to reach my Kendra. We have around 42 villages in my district, of which we have covered around 27. That is around 64.29%. The action taken report, all this, whatever recommendation was given, we have done it.
Okay.
And this is the summary of the on-fund trial. I'll just go to the details. The first one is the assessment of oxtail millet variety SIH 156 for higher yield under rainfed condition. We are comparing this one with our existing local variety under the same treatment, same spacing, everything. And it was found that this oxtail millet variety SIH 156 performed better under the same condition, under the same treatment, and the same spacing as compared to our existing local cultivar, with a BC ratio of 2.1 versus against 1.8. Also, on finger millet, we have made an assessment with a biofortified variety, CFMD1. This one was compared with the local cultivar. The local cultivar, it was low yielding, so we compared it with the CFMD1, which is a biofortified finger millet variety. And it was found that under the same treatment, this CFMD1 performed better with a BC ratio of 2.3 as against 1.7, and this is the field condition. And in OFD3, it is in Chile, INM in Chile, Miso Chile. The treatment, I will not read everything, it's here. So it was done in 3 locations in 3 different villages, and these are the parameters which we have observed. and this is the result. And compared to the farmer's practice, the yield was significantly higher under the demonstration plot, and with a BCR ratio of 3.37 as against 2.44. And another one is performance evaluation of the
Your
meta variety.
parameter just you mentioned, date of sowing, date of transplanting, date of harvesting, these are not the parameters.
Yeah, but
Okay,
we
these
are
are
just
your
recording it.
practice.
Yes, sir.
Your practice, part of your practice.
Yes, sir.
Parameter means in there you may take that the size of your shape, color, pungency, or suppose your growth level, tall, heightness, all these things.
Okay.
Yield.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
make that one. And the next one is on performance evaluation of tomato variety after Apexa. This one was as per the recommendations during the annual action plan. We have tried with Alka Abed and Alka Samrat. So we were asked to take Alka Apexa as well. So that's why we have taken up this Alka Apexa, and this is the parameters that we have observed. And the yield was highest with Alka Samrat. But when compared to the BC ratio, this will be a small mistake. Alka Abed has the highest BC ratio. The incidence of wilt and early blight is mentioned here, so I'll not talk everything about that one. And the next one is the strategic feed supplementation and deworming in pig. This is an OFE which has been taken up for the second year, and the technology which we have demonstrated, we have tried is written here. We supplemented the feeds with pre-probiotics, vitamins, and mineral mixtures in the form of genital or genimix. And when we observed the parameters, it was observed that with respect to the litter size, the body weight, and the pig fat mortality, as against the local practice, the technology demonstrated yield better results, and even the BC ratio was much improved with 2.5 as against 1.5. And since we have completed the second year, this may be recommended for FLD by this house. And coming to the next OFD is incorporation of azolla as feed ingredient for poultry. And the problems which we have faced out there in my area is the high feed cost and unavailability of protein source. As I've stated, my Kendra is located at around 3.5 hours drive by Sumo and by Bolero. So farmers are facing lots of problem. So we have tried this one in the previous years. We took up T1 and T3, but then as per the SSC recommendation from the DBO, he requested the house to take up this feeding of 20% azolla with 40% commercial feed plus 40% boiled rice. So we took up this one as one of the treatment, and observations were done on feed conservation ratio and mortality, etc. with regard to the weekly body weight gain. So when we compiled the result, we observed that the T3 feeding with 100% commercial feed have maximum body weight gain. However, when we compare the benefit cost ratio, we observe that this T2 feeding of poultry with 20% azolla, weight by weight, with 40% commercial feed and 40% boiled rice, was having the highest BC ratio. And with respect to the weekly body weight gain also, it was at optimum. So we find that
Can I have
this
a question?
yes,
What is the basis? Which technology this one?
this one, sir, I see Karnataka.
Karnataka. So how did you process this azolla?
This azolla, sir, it is chopped.
Chopped
We collect-
and directly freshly fed.
Then we mix it with the feed, sir.
But see, you have just given that 40%, 40%, and 20%, isn't it? So it should be on dry matter basis. Okay.
Okay.
And you must remember that azolla should not be up to that level. The fiber content very high. Okay, it is having 20% protein. There is no problem, but fiber is very high. Okay, so accordingly you have to manage it. For why body weight has come less. Okay, fiber content must be very high. So if you are taking sustainable study, fiber level, discuss with any animal nutritionist. Approximate analysis, or we just discuss with any animal nutritionist. Okay, do it accordingly. It will perform better. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. So this one has completed its second year, and we have put it up for recommendation for FLD. And coming to OFT7, performance comparison of osmotic dehydration in AMLA. In North Bandarpai area where my Kendra is located, we have lots of this one AMLA, and so it was an underutilized food as before. So now KVK is taking up many value addition processes, and one of the problems the farmers face is the is with regard this one. So we have tried this osmotic dehydration with sugar syrup, citric acid, preservatives, and other additives. And another one is with brine solution, and the third one is traditional practice. This traditional practice is blanching, which is followed by sun drying. So this technology has been taken from TNAU 2017. So these are the results of the parameters on AMLA. And when we see the graph, we observe that this D2 with brine solution perform best under our condition. And the next one is performance of sugarcane juice under various preservation method. In Mizoram, Serchhip district is one of the leading producer of sugarcane. So farmers are producing lots of sugarcane, and they extract the juice. But if it is not processed quickly, then this juice turns bad. So since they have low knowledge on keeping the quality of sugarcane juice, this OFD was taken up. And the details of the technology that we have assessed here is stated
Which
here.
variety of sugarcane?
So it's a local one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No, you TNAU. TNAU. Which variety?
The sugarcane. Yes, sir, it's the sugarcane variety which is available locally. Because we have taken some sets from this one, and Lucknow also, but the farmers, they don't prefer that one. They prefer only the local one. So with regard to different treatment with KMS, sodium benzoate and canning, we observe that KMS has minimal changes in color, and this among the various treatments, this KMS was found to be the best. Next one is optimal irrigation scheduling on tomato under low-cost polyhouse using drip irrigation. This technology has been taken from IFTM University 2018. North Bandarpai area suffers acute water shortage. So during the summer season, especially, even the department can supply only 7 buckets of water in one household. So that is the condition of where we are staying. And the practice which we have followed is this one. And after compiling the data, we observed that the drilling of irrigation at 3 hours for 3 days interval found to be the best under our trial. And the BC ratio also was highest with this T1.
So
Next
previous to that. Potassium metabisulfite we have used, no? Potassium metabisulfite as a preservative we have used, no?
Yes, sir.
So which one did you recommend?
So this KMS. So this one out here, the shelf life. We have put it this is still in my room. We have preserved it, and we are keeping it to check the quality. Even after 1 year, the juice is still good. But then, as per the recommendation for food items, especially this juice, they said that the
Which one is the best?
KMS, sir. KMS.
Okay. Actually, potassium metabolite, sometimes is having some health risk. Okay. Okay, no problem.
Even after 1 year, the juice is not turning bad. But then the shelf life we have just retained in 6 months because this is the
But you
recommendation.
have seen the visually, no?
Yes, sir.
But you should do some analysis, then only you'll be able to know. Which is
Yes,
6
sir.
months.
Yeah, we have tested, we have obtained.
No, that is the simply by organoleptic test you.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'll take note of that one. Yeah, this one is. Common one.
Irrigation scheduling,
Yes, sir.
what irrigation you have used? Drip irrigation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure, sir. 3 hours, 3 days.
Then the summary of FLDA, I'll just go to the detail. The first one is popularization of INM in paddy. For this one, we use the AUR1, and this is the detail of the technology. This technology is built in from RARS, Surungali AAU, and we observed that the yield was 3.2 tons per hectare. Sir, here our state average is 2.1 tons per hectare, and our district it has good potential for this cultivation of paddy. The district average is a bit higher than the state average, which is 2.23 tons per hectare. But under this technology, it was 3.2 tons per hectare, and this is what we have found. And the next one is integrated with management in brinjal. The technology is here, and this technology has been taken from AAU Zorha 2015, and the demonstration yield, the highest was in 155 quintal per hectare, and the BC ratio was much higher with 3.70 compared to 2.15. This is the second year we have completed this one. And the third FLD is bunch feeding in banana for quality fruit production. And this technology has been taken from IIHR Bangalore 2019, and this banana bunch feeding has a yield increase significantly as compared to the farmer's practice with a BC ratio of 3.69 as compared to 2.72. This is the first year, we'll be doing the second year this year. And the next one is strip feeding in piglet. This is for the second year in FLD. The technology that we have done is here mentioned here. And we have observed many parameters with regard to the age at weaning, the body weight at weaning, the litter size at weaning, and all. And some may I inform the house that under local practice, the weaning age is 55 to 60 days in my village. But after we have taken up as OFD and then as an FLD for 4 years now, 2+2. So the weaning age has significantly been reduced from 55 to 60 to 45 days. And even the body weight gain was much improved under the technology demonstrated. This technology has been taken from CIU 2012. And we have completed the second year. And so we'll be finishing this off. And the next one is popularization of rainbow rooster. This is the second year already. So this technology has been taken from ICRDPR Hyderabad 2015. The parameters that we observe are the body weight at 6 weeks, the mortality, the age at first laying, egg laying, etc. And the BC ratio is 2.5 as against 2 compared with the local. So we have already finished this FLD as well. And the next one is performance assessment of hot infusion oil in CQB using the Coxon method. For here we have a base oil, and with Lycia we treated with at the rate of 5:1. This Lycia QB is growing wildly. It is underutilized. So our home scientists made this hot infusion oil. And when we do some hedonic test, hedonic on odor rating, it was found to be, the result was found to be like this. And this is one of our entrepreneurs who took up this technology, and these are the end product of the FLD. This is for the second year now.
Which oil it is?
Sir,
Oil.
The
What type it is?
for the best oil, for best oil, we use this one, mustard oil. Yes, sir. And this is the on Nutri Garden. So may I state that in Mizoram, also my district, in my district, 43% of pregnant women are diagnosed with anemia. So as a result of this, we have taken up this Nutri Garden as an FLD for providing food security and diversified diet. And many of the farmers and Anganwadi workers, we are working with them, and this is one of the activities that we've done. And another one is popularization of low tunnel polyhouse for vegetable production. Out there, people knows about low-cost polyhouse, but they are not much aware of this low tunnel polyhouse. So we have taken up this as an OFD and then for FLD, this is the second year. And under this, we have observed that the technology that we have demonstrated is much better. Officer, we do not do broccoli, lettuce, and watermelon. I will not talk about the fishery rationale because time limitation. And another one is we all know that farmers go for low-cost polyhouse, but usually the rain water is not harvested. So we are trying to popularize this harvesting of rainwater from the low-cost polyhouse rooftop for crop production, and this is the result that we have. And CFLD, process and oil seeds, these are the results. I'm not going to detail. Farmers training, rural youth, extension. One thing I want to stress that now our KVK, when I first joined there, we have a revolving fund of around 2.2 lakhs. Within 4-5 years, now it has increased to 7.59 lakhs. These are the functional links. Some photos. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Long line.
Yes.
Respected Chairman, Co-Chairman, expert panel, dignitaries, and my dear colleague, I'm presenting annual progress report 2022 KVK Longply District. So this is the present staff position. Presently, we are in full strength. These are the infrastructure facilities. Regarding the vehicle, right now, we don't have, it's already condemned due to accident. These are the infrastructure presently we have. We have 128 villages in our district, and 12 villages have been adopted, and 78 villages have been covered by KVK active, which is 60.9%. We have assessed 9 technology with 27 number of trials.
As the first OFT is varietal evolution of filthy among variety due to low yield with less tolerant disease of local variety. The technology, the results show here better performance of among variety in almost all respect of the parameter recorded, except days to maturity, 130 in Aman and 127 days in Rajna, with higher BC ratio 2.9. These are the action photos. Next, performance of rice-based cropping system for increasing productivity and profitability due to low yield per unit area. Most of the farm market their rice field fellow after rice cultivation. So in order to increase the productivity per unit area, a trial has been conducted with the result of higher productivity in rice-based cropping system as compared to farmer practice, more net return in rice plus green tea than rice plus soya, with a higher BC ratio of 2.65 in case of rice plus green tea as compared to other practices. These are the action graph. Next, performance of off-season cultivation of tomato, Arca abet, Arca samra in open condition. This technology, the plants transplanted during last week of June during rainy season. So here the result observed that Arca abet was more tolerant to diseases with higher yield as compared to Arca samrat and Arca raksha, with a higher BC ratio in case of Arca abet as compared to other variety. These are the action photographs we have. Next, varietal performance of Okra Arca Nikita due to non-existence of high yielding and with yellow mosaic mosaic virus tolerant diseases. Here, the result observed that no disease has been recorded with higher yield in case of Arca Nikita as compared to Arca Anamika and farmers practice, and higher BC ratio in Arca Nikita as compared to other variety. Next, effect of area specific urea molasses mineral block supplementation on the production performance of cloth due to poor performance production performance of cloth. Here we observe that mineral block supplementation increased the body weight up to 18 months, which improved the general health status and also increased BC ratio as compared to farmer practice.
So how did you prepare this block? Block. Block.
Sir, on all the technology is not mentioning here. I don't know actually all the technology. Here, ingredient is written, sir. Molasses, wheat bran, rice bran, composite powder, urea, cement, salt, mineral mixture. All these are mixed in and keep in the block. Blocks.
One is old method and one is hot method. Which method do you follow?
Sir, hot method.
Hot method.
Yes.
Do you have any idea how did you do that one?
I'm sorry, I cannot say much because I
Any block making machine or any devices is there for that?
no, sir. No, but we don't we just make a block. And next, effect of supplementation of bypass protein for improving performance in dairy cattle due to low milk production. Here also, average milk and total milk has been increased by supplementation of bypass protein with a higher BC ratio as compared to the farmer practice.
What is the milk quantity just produced? What type of animal did you feed this one? Bypass protein you have fed, no?
Yes, sir.
Animals? Dairy animals, no? Okay, so what was the milk production? How much kg?
So 7.3 liters per day.
Total milk production
Per day, per head.
per day per head, 7 something is written there. Okay, 7.2. विरोध भी नहीं है bypass protein का। चलिए हाँ, चलिए ज्यादा होने से होता है, ठीक है। 14
These
kg,
are,
15
yeah,
kg, more than
present
that.
local farmers because that, yeah.
Idling
But
animals,
it's not
because
much,
protein
yeah.
is needed for
It is
high,
not much.
high producing animals,
Yes,
okay?
yes, yes.
Otherwise, see, only bussing, if you feed 7 kg, 2 liter milk will be producing by
Correct.
animals. There is no problem at all, okay? So high produce, but it is high producing animal.
Preparation of mango bark due to non-practice of value addition and preservation method. And the result here, economic analysis from 1 kg of mango pulp, we found a profit of 210 rupees with a BC ratio of 2.1 and storage stability is more than 12 months. Preparation of banana SG.
So this mango, do you have enough mango?
Yes, sir.
That's not this case.
Yes, sir. This our district is
People will prefer this one, no, fresh.
yes,
Why
yes.
do you go for this one?
But sir, this is the preservation technology. Like many insect pest infection are included. So unmarketed,
Check whether it is
unmarketed.
at the time of ripening of the mango or at what stage of mango?
Yes, sir. Actually, the infestation start at the marble stage, stage. But when it appear at the mature stage, the mature weevils comes up. This is the very stage.
Fruit fly,
Not fruit fly, sir. Weevil, mango weevil. Yes, sir. RTS figures here also from the result of economic analysis of 14 banana with a profit of 365 rupees. Management of rhizome rot of ginger. This local variety due to low yield due to rhizome rot infection. Here the technology found very effective in reduction of rhizome rot infection, which increase the yield and BC ratio as compared to the farmer practice. From 9 demonstration, we demonstrated 9 technology with 155 number of demonstration. Here the first one, popularization of improved variety of groundnut variety Zonal-4. We found the result that 102.67 increase over the local the BC ratio of 3.2. And next, popularization of sequential cropping of maize. Here we found 21.42% increase in case of maize. However, 100% in soybean due to non-practice of sequential cropping in the farmer. And PC ratio 3.18. Popularization of mass melon arcas TV. Here we found 29.8% increase over the local practices. Popularization of onion variety arcani timon. Here 21.78% increase over the local with a PC ratio of 4.0. Popularization of low-cost feeding management of pig. The technology of tapioca generation with wet willow supplementation increased the body weight by 8.07% over the local with a BC ratio of 2.3. And effect of super mix. Here also, supplementation of super mix increased the body weight by 70.56% over the local with a BC ratio of 2.6. Popularization of global cheese preparation for income generation. Here also, from the economic analysis of 20 numbers of global, we have a profit of 90 rupees, which is 80% increase over the local practices, with a BC ratio of 1.7. Preparation of tomato ketchup, from the result of economic analysis of 1 kg of tomato, we have a profit of 80 rupees, which is 33% increase over with a BC ratio of 1.7. Popularization of year-round mass group of micro-entrepreneurship development. The result observed that 98% increase total production in a year with 136% increase in net return with a BC ratio of 3.85 as compared to the local practices. Natural farming. We have a total cultivable area of 2 hectares and covered 1 hectare under natural farming. We have taken maize, soybean, field pea, tomato. Or average, the average is found satisfactory, but lower yield as compared to the conventional method.
What method of natural farming you did?
Sir, the Zone-VII for seed treatment and then for soil application, we use GPAM. Yes.
Is it 0% natural forming or the DTI? Which one?
0%, not 0%.
Not 0%.
Zero budget.
0% only. 0%.
Or DTI
Because
gas
we
is
have,
another one.
yeah. Excuse me, sir.
DTI gas given one guideline. And 0% also is another guideline. Which you have followed.
Actually, zero budget is not possible, sir.
That is all I really
Yeah.
understand.
Now, what was your practice?
As I said, sir,
Procedure.
we Zone-VII, and that's some in mulching, and some are like for pest management, we use the oil. All these things we use. For like,
Formulation you did there, your KVK?
Have you used some organic manure?
Yes, sir.
Outside
vermicompost also, not from outside.
in the system.
Yeah, we produce vermicompost.
The DTI will do, not 0%.
These are the activities conducted under natural farming and demonstration for training and 6 number of awareness program. This CFLD here also, sir, 24.5% increase in yield, the QP over the local, and 2.8% increase over the local in case of last month. Yes, oil seed, we have taken soybean and Toria, 45.7% increase over the local in soybean, and 30.76% increase in the case of Toria. And then training, we have achieved a 96.87 and training process with 100.8 target beneficiaries. For the number of training achieved under extension personnel, 42.85 target beneficiaries. Under training of rural youth, 107.7 and person training program with 100.8% target beneficiaries. Vocational training, 50% numbers achieved with 64% target beneficiaries. Sponsor training, 90.9% achieved with 83.144 target beneficiaries. Seed production, 69.4 quintals have been produced and distributed to 141 farmers. Planting materials, about 80,000 number of seedlings have been produced and supplied to 513 farmers. Extension activities, we have covered, conducted 101.59% activity covering 85.85 target beneficiaries. Publication, 1 resource paper with a total of 29 publications. Status of mobile advisory, 1,160 messages have been sent to 1,412 beneficiaries. Soil test, soil health card, number 70 numbers tests and issued to 106 beneficiaries. Status of revolving fund, presently we have 4.95 lakhs and then 1.35 have been generated other than ICAR source. In functional cases, almost all the departments have been by products, and then we have fear-worthy farmer and special program conducted. Here the feedback most of the OFP have been conducted or have been feedback from the farmers, and then we start important program research, studies like extraction activity. So start campaign is some the lab from to garden. This is integrated pest medicine mango, on compost production, oxtail millet seed and seedlings production, and the scaling. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. KVKs I have.
respected chairman, co-chairman, family members, and all my colleagues. Very good morning to you all. I will be presenting the annual progress report of KVKs Yaha. My name is Rachel and I am SMS Gun Protection. So presently, there are 14 staff.
Your head is not coming?
My head, he is sick just before he came here, so urgently I have to
In the name of workshop.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So presently there are 14 staffs with 2 posts being vacant. These are our administrative buildings, and these are our demonstration units. So total 11 OFTs were being conducted last year. The first OFT is on management of liver disease in King Chile. So 3 trials were conducted at Halside, O2 East and Mesapla villages. And as we can see here, the yield difference under demo and check is 68 quintals per hectare as against 42 quintals per hectare in farmers practice. And BC ratio 2.72 in demo and 1.90 in check. The next OFT is on integrated pest management in tomato. And here also the locations selected for this demonstration are Logo, Nautla, and Maishiamsol. And I'm not going to detail about the technology. We can see it in the slide. The BC ratio under demonstration is 2.9 and under farmers practice is 2.5.
Now, how much percentage infestation reduced?
Infestation in demonstration plot is 7%, whereas in the farmers practice it is 40%. So under horticulture, the first OFT is assessment of garlic variety. Under T1, we took up variety G313, and under T2, we took up variety Yamuna Safetu, and under T3, farmers practice, that is the local variety. So here also we can see the difference in the BC ratio. Under T1, we got 3.6, and in Yamuna Safetu, we got 3.2. And under the local variety, BC ratio was 2.9. So the next one is varietal evaluation of watermelon. So here also we took up 3 trials, that is under variety Arca Madura, and T2 variety Sona Gold, and T3 we took up an unknown variety which was imported from Myanmar and which has been cultivated in the district for some time. So here also the BC ratio are 3.5, 3.4, and 2.9 respectively. So next one is under animal science, creep feeding of pre-weaned piglets. Here, the problem that we faced in our district was weak piglets and pre-weaning mortality, which is a major problem in our district, which accounts to more than 20%. So the technology one includes tested creep feed with high protein content, which was introduced to piglets from 7 days of age at the rate of 50 grams per piglet, starting with feeding once a day for the first week and continue to twice feeding a day till they are weaned. In T2, creep feed was fed twice daily from 7 days onwards, and that under T3 farmers practice, there is no provision of creep feed was given. So as we can see here, the weekly weight increment under T1 was in average 10.91 kg at weaning, and under T2 average weight was 11 kg, and under T3 was 7.60 kg.
So what is the composition of your creep?
Composition of wheat and poultry pre-starter 1:1 ratio. Okay, so
So from which farm did you take this starter, poultry.
Poultry pre-starter, sir, I don't know from which farm actually the SMS is taken. That I don't know.
That is from different farms. So you did not prepare it. You don't know.
No.
That should be mentioned.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Noted. So, no occurrence of GIT disorder in T1 and T2, whereas 30% was observed under T3. And the palatability for T1 and T2 are good. And age at weaning under T1 was 4 weeks, T2 5 weeks, and T3 6 weeks. No mortality was observed during the demonstration period. And the BC ratio under T1, T2, and T3 are 1.3, 1.4, and 1.2. So we conclude that provision of creek feed twice daily from 7 days onwards gives the best BC ratio.
1.3, 1.4, and 1.2. How can you tell that it is the best one?
You do some statistical analysis?
Yes, sir.
How?
How many?
So we calculated all the gross cost and the total income.
Statistical analysis.
Yeah, so I have shown it just above that, sir. And it's not Western.
So, differently from traditional practice, what is the use of it? 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4.
No difference. Statistically.
Not much difference, sir.
So
This
how
is
can we
just
say this is the best one?
Statistically at par.
Okay.
Almost at par. Is there? We cannot
Almost
say.
as far, yes, sir. Okay, the next one, we have supplementation of iron and other micronutrients to reduce piglet mortality. So the technology we took up was pregnant sows were supplemented with mineral mixtures, mix at the rate of 10 grams per day from 90 days of gestation. And secondly, newborn piglets were given injection of iron 1 ml on the 7th day, 14th day, and 21st day of birth. Here, the parameters were occurrence of diarrhea, posterior and paralysis, and symptoms of hypothermia. And under technology, these were not observed, whereas under the farmer's practice, occasional diarrhea was observed. So age at weaning under the technology was 46 days, whereas in the farmer's practice, it was 54 days. So here also the medicinal cost and the production cost of one sow, we can observe it here in the slide. And also the income generated was 80,000 in the technology and 60,000 in the farmer's practice. And BC ratio was 3.15 in the demonstration and 2.40 in the farmer's practice. So coming to the part OFD, that is here low-cost finisher feed formulation for rural poultry production. The problem diagnosed was high cost of concentrate feeds, which results in high cost of production. So concentrated feed formulation in 100 kg was undertaken, and the ingredients that we used are shown here in the slide. So under T1, concentrate feed formulated at the rate of 15 kg per 200 birds per day, and then under T2, Azola at the rate of 7.5 kg plus concentrate feed at the rate of 15 kg per 200 birds per day. And under T3, farmers practice cooked rice, which is mixed with commercial feeds at the rate of 15 kg per 200 birds per day. Here the parameters we took were at age at first laying. So under T1, it was observed in the 6th month, under T2, 6.7 months, and under the local practice, 8 months.
The monthly weight increment under T1 was 500 gram, T2 470 gram, and T3 350 gram. Age at peak laying also 9 months in T1, 9 months in T2, and 10 months in T3. The duration of the laying period varies from 10 months in T1, 9.5 in T2, and 8 months in T3. The cost of production, this one is for 20 birds for a period of 12 months was shown here in the slide. I will not read it out. And the BC ratio under T1 is 2.3, T2 2.2, and T3 2.
What is the conclusion?
So we can conclude that the BC ratio is at par, not much difference.
There is no use of this technology.
I will go to the next OFT, sir. That is under home science. The title is dehydration of broccoli. So broccoli, we know that just within 2-3 days, yellowing happens, and then the people prefer only the fresh broccoli. So due to the poor keeping quality, fresh condition, and unavailability during lean season, there in our district, we produce broccoli only in the winter season. So for preservation purpose, we took up this OFD. Under T1, we took up the traditional sun-dry farmers practice, and under T2, blanching vegetable and conditional drying, and then T3, blanching vegetables using bicarbonate and conditional drying. So we took up parameters like shelf life, and then here are the results that we observed. The cost of input under the 3 treatments: gross return, net return, and the BC ratio. So for the farmer's practice, it takes 5 days for drying, whereas under treatment 2, it takes 2 days, and then for T3, it takes 3 days for drying. The next one is preparation of candy by leftover watermelon rind. Here, the technology details, I will not go into detail. The different parameters, that is the cost of input for this OFD, the gross return, the net return, and the BC ratio, as we can see here in the slide. The BC ratio for T1 is, for the farmer's practice, that is 1.75, and for T2, it was 3.4. So this watermelon, we just throw away the rind, and instead of throwing away, we can make it into good use by making this candy, and the income of the farmers is also greatly increased. The next OFT is on technology backstopping on cultivation of soybean. So here, the marketing channel, the producers to retailer, it costs 50 kg, 50 rupees per kg. And from retailer to consumer, it costs 100 rupees per kg. So taking into consideration the cost of production and everything, the profit that the retailer got is much higher than the profit that the producer got from cultivation of soybean. The next one is benchmark survey in cultivation of tomato. This one also, we concentrated on the marketing channel, just like before, the retailer got better profit than the producer. So this is the problem that the farmers are facing, and it is a challenge for our administrators and also from our KVK side that we are planning to take up. So coming to FLD, in total 10 FLDs we have conducted. The first one is in IPM of whitefly in tomato, and since whitefly is a big problem in our district, we have been continuing and spreading it horizontally, this particular FLD, and it is doing really well. Presently, we took up this technology in Logo, now Utna 1, 2, and 3, Maishem, Hisopi, and Kutu East. The next one is IDM of Polar Road in Voodoo Valley. So Voodoo Valley, in some parts of our district, people are taking it up because it is very profitable. So last year we took up an OFT on this, and now we are taking this up as FLD in part of Zonal, Siatlai, and Yasi villages. As we can see here in the slide, the BC ratio is really high. The next one is popularization of tomato BL Tamata form. So this one also, the people, they really appreciate this tomato variety and is spreading to more areas. The next one is demonstration on improved technology of potato variety Pupi Joyti. Here we took up this demonstration in 5-hectare area in Nauta, Chulo, and Siasi villages. And before the farmers from those areas have never cultivated potato due to unavailability of seeds. So it has been 2 to 3 years now that they have started cultivating potato and are still continuing. Under FLD 1 in animal science, supplementation of bypass protein to lactating cattle to increase milk production was also again undertaken. And as we can see here, the milk production average yield per day under technology 1 is 2.75 liters as against 2.25 liters in farmers' practice. And
2.5 liters supplementing bypass protein.
yes, sir. This is the result that we
Don't
observed.
show it anywhere. Because at least 15 kg onwards needed, otherwise normal feeding will do.
Yes,
No
yes.
bypass protein is needed, okay? So
Okay.
extra cost, extra thing, why should we spend?
Yes.
Should not.
Okay.
And so here, type of FLP to give what number of grams?
Your title is report or what achievement report you're showing?
This is our-
Specific title.
Instead of trial, you should be demo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Can I go to the next slide? Okay, the next FLD is supplementation of mineral mixture in commercial layer birds, that is rainbow rooster birds. So the age at first laying under this demonstration is 6 months, whereas in farmers' practice it was 7 months. And monthly weight increment 700 gram in T1 and 500 gram in T2. These are some of our achievement reports in home science. Preparation of chow chow candy. So chow chow, it is abundantly available in our district. So our home scientists she took up this candy making, and then people prefer it, and it is really good for income generation. The next one is value addition of pineapple. This also before the farmers were not aware of value addition, how to prepare juice or jams or anything. So a lot of our fruits goes wasted. So this FLD also is very appreciated by the farmers. And again, benchmark survey on rearing of poultry birds was undertaken under extension. There, what we observed is the people are facing some problems on pest incidents. Training, proper care and management of poultry birds training was given, and then the marketing channel is producer to retailer. It was 270 per kg. Retailer to consumer, it was rupees 350 per kg. And the problem faced by the farmers was death of the poultry without knowing the reason. So training has to be given on proper care and management of poultry birds. Benchmark survey on Kingsley was also undertaken, and here producer to retailer. So in total, farmers training 47 was conducted, and rural youth total number of course 12.
500 total is not your percentage, 150.
Okay, sir. And for training of personnel 5. These are our extension programs. It's also extension activities. So these are the seed materials that we produced. Planting materials and byproducts. These are the status of our revolving fund.
Revolving fund status is very less, very poor.
These are the linkages. Some of our photographs.
Okay, KVK Champai.
Respected Chairman, Co-Chairman, expert panels, and other dignitaries, and my dear KVK friends, a very good morning to you all. Today I'm going to give presentations annual progress report 2022 for KVK Sampai Mizoram. I am Dr. Melsokimis, senior scientist in here, KVK Kozol, Sampai District. To begin my presentation, I would like to start with present questions in our KVK. Right now, we are only 12 in numbers, and we are having only 3 subject matter specialists and subject matter specialists on animal sciences only. These are the infrastructure facilities in our KVK. As we can see here, staff quarters needs repairs, and farmers hotel is also needs repairs. And we are having one 4-wheeler that is very useful. It is running, but it needs frequent repairs. Total numbers of villages in my district are 92, and we could cover 56.52 now, up till now. So, moving on to on-farm testing, we have conducted 4 OFT for 12 numbers of trials. First OFT under agronomy is on varietal evaluations of BL sweet corn hybrid tube This technology is taken from KVKs Almora 2019, and technology the seed rate spacing and all. I will not go in detail. And here we observe that VL sweet corn hybrid 2 perform better in terms of yield, growth return, and BC ratio as well. Agronomy OFES2 is maize followed by vegetable pea cropping sequence for rainfed conditions under some high district. Here we use dolomite as basal applications 15-20 days prior to sowing, and we even applied mixed compost and neem cake and vermicompost. Here we observe that technology 1 performs higher in yield, net returns in BC ratio as well. Moving on to soil science OFD number 1. Efficacy of foliar applications of calcium improve yield and quality of tomato. Here we use calcium nitrate at the rate of 5 grams per liter at an interval of 30, 45, and 60 days after transplanting, and we even applied NPK at the rate of 180 and 40 kg per hectares. Here, it was reported that soil fertility status reported was higher in technology 1, and blossom and rot percentage also getting reduced. Net returns and this ratio also higher in treatment 1 against treatment 2.
Green tomato.
No, it is not green tomato. It is of course variety Arka Samrat. Our district is popular in tomato cultivations since we introduced tomato variety Arka Samrat and update in our area. So as per the farmers' need base, this blossom and rot is more. So we suggest that we conducted this trial. Yes. No, this is not a green tomato at all. This is Arka Samrat variety, but the infestation percentage is more during this stage, at early stage.
That's why you have harvested the.
No, we did not harvest that. The farmers, the farmers plucked the fruits as we suggested them. This is from the farmer's plot.
After the collecting.
Green is preferable or acceptability by farmers?
No, sir. No, sir. These are the infested fruits. These are blossom and what fruits. That's why we suggested them to pluck the fruits.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
That's why you have to tell them.
Okay. OFC number 2 under soil science is recycling of crop residue and with biomass into enriched compost. I will not go the technology in details. Here, availability of NPK in technology was recorded higher, and yield that return at DC was also observed higher in treatment 1 as compared to treatment 2. Moving on to for-line demonstrations, we had conducted 4 for-line demonstrations for 45 demonstration plot. For-line demonstration 1 under agronomy is popularization of groundnut variety ICGB 9114, and yield was performed better in technology 1 as comparing with here. Since it is front-line demonstrations, I'm highlighting on the variety. So net return is 47,210, and this ratio is 2.22. Front-line demonstration number 2 under agronomy is popularization of rhizobium manipulations in field pea. And here we treated the seeds 200 grams for 10 kg of seeds, and the return is 47,730 with BC ratio of 2.27. Frontline demonstration under soil science is on enhancing landfill productivity through sustainability nutrient management practice in rice fallow. Here, also technology 1, soil status is higher in terms of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and the return is 1,297, and this ratio is 2.2. SLD2 under soil science on INM in potato. Here, availability of NPK is also reported higher in feed bin 1. Net nutrient is also higher at this ratio as well. In our KVK, we are having collection, conservation, and morphophysiological characterization of citrus. The plasm of note is region funded by DBT, and 8 of 11 districts, we have already explored 8 districts in our state, and 82 germplasm have been collected so far, and 62 germplasm have been taken with IC number. And we even have biotech Vision Innovation Science Application Design Hub project in collaboration with MZQ. These are some of the photographs which I can highlight it in this slide. And these are the training programs conducted for farmers, training programs for rural youth, some of the training photos, sponsor training programs we had conducted for 275 beneficiaries, and these are the natural farming activities. I will not go in details. Extension programs, publication, we don't have much. Seed materials, planting materials, bioproduct, and soil. 378 soil health card we have issued for farmers. 491 messages in text and voice have been sent. And this is our revolving status by now. These are the linkages with others departments and awards. As we can see here, 2 of our farmers got award from MZQ. These are the action photos. We have seed distributions of potato under IARA NDH program. These are the special programs which we conducted last year. And these are the feedbacks from the farmers, that the farmers like the taste and flavor of treatment hybrid 2 and composite hybrid and rich with nutrients. It's already popularized that decreases the demand of the fertilizers, and farmers are getting profit from garden tea with a short span of time. And before ending my presentation, I would like to highlight this prospect and success in Tualke village. 2018, we had introduced Arka Samrat variety in Tualke, and at that time, only 1 person had cultivated tomato. And at present, as you can see in my slide, 2022, 223 farmers of this particular village, Tualke, are depending on tomato cultivations alone. And in Tualke, 250 farmers are there. So only remaining farmers and remaining persons, those who are engaged in government only, are not cultivating tomato. So in a week, they used to harvest two times the tomato. As you can see, this the first picture. They used to harvest 2 times in a week. And during 2022, by selling tomatoes only, they could earn 5.9 crore. 59 million, yes. So thank you all.
Okay, thank you. Oh, it's not working.
Now we have come towards the end of the technical session. Now we will begin our technical session 3. The lead talk will be given by Dr. S. Kajarikatar, Head DSRE ICR Research Complex for NEH Region Pumia. The title of the topic is Climate Resilient Resource Conservation Technologies for Sustainable Agriculture in Northeast Region. And the co-chair will be by Dr. Nazrul Haq, Principal Scientist. And panel expert will be Dr. Aisha Kuntala, Madam, Dean Veterinary College, and Dr. H. Kalita, and Dr. R. Bonus.
Just want to tell some of the observations from the previous presentation. That the yield difference is just 1 quintal, 2 quintal, 3 quintal. We cannot just tell that which is best variety or best thing. We just go for the statistical test like t-test, and then only tell that it is a significantly higher than that. Then you can go, otherwise we just prefer local one only. And the second one is the unit of measurement.
many KVKs are like for the pig rearing and fish thing. They're just using the crop like rupees per hectare. It is not so. So just take the units of measurement and like net returns. The field distance is just 1 quintal and 2-3 quintal. But we look into the net returns, it is doubled, tripled. It is just more estimating. You just check the net returns thing and even the cost also. Like the problem you identified is high cost feeding. But when I look the cost thing, it is same. That is improved is also the cost is same, the local is also same. So you just these things like cost, net return, BC ratio before putting into the slides. These are some of my observations.
Very good morning to all of you. Who I will be presenting on this topic, climate resilient and resource conservation technologies for sustainable agriculture in Northeast region. So I will be speaking on 3 aspects. First one is how the climate is changing in the Northeast. What is the impact of this climate change on our agriculture in Northeast, and what strategy we should take it to deal with this kind of problem. So these 3 aspects I will tell. So this first thing we should know how this climate is changing in our Northeast. So actually we have the project called LICA. Under that project, we have analyzed this your rainfall data, temperature data, this different extreme weather events. So we have analyzed nearly 105 days of data, I think 50 days of data regarding temperature, this rainfall and extreme weather events. What we have observed so far, annual rainfall is concerned. So we have the total grids was 316 grids, and this year was starting from 1909 to 2015. It's a period of 115 years. So we have divided this entire period in 30 years of cycling. 4 cycles we have made. This is 1901 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, and 91 to 2015. So what we have observed that analyze is, so this mean is not varying so much annual rainfall. Range you can see, initially it was 1200 to 2855, but with passing cycle, the range is widening. Then the most interesting thing is your coefficient of variation. If you see, the first cycle 30 years 14.7, the last one is 27.8, almost double the speed. What does it indicate? It is more uncertainty in case of your rainfall amount as well as distribution. So this is very warming. So far this your climate change is concerned in the Northeast. So this heat is double from 14.7 to 27. This is a very interesting thing. So then if you see the trend is not consistent. First cycle increasing, second cycle decreasing, again increasing, then decreasing. So there is no particular trend is observed in this 115 years. So at these different cycles. So the rate of rainfall is there. So this is what this annual rainfall changes so far Northeast is concerned. So we must worry because CV is changing. That means uncertainty is increasing towards rainfall amount as well as intensity. Then annual maximum temperature, we have seen, you can see maximum temperature in different cycles. First 65 years cycle we have seen, 40 years we have seen, and the recent 25 years. So everywhere this temperature is increasing. First 65 years, you can see it's a significant increase in maximum in the annual maximum temperature. In 40 years, increasing, but it is not significant. But if you see the last 25 years, 1901 to 2015, there's a significant change in the temperature. So it is per decade change increases 0.4 degrees centigrade. So there's a significant change. You can see the graph as well as the steep of the slope. So then, annual minimum temperature, how it is changing. You see, the first cycle 1951 to 2015, if you analyze the 115 was this period, 65, so it is decreasing. But in 51 to 90 of the same trend, it is decreasing significantly. But the last 50 years, 25 years, you can see it is increasing, but not significant. But it's increasing. The trend is there. That means we should be concerned. Then, so far this district-wise change in rainfall is concerned, you can see those were in pink color. So the 8 districts in Arunachal Pradesh, 4 in Nagaland, 4 in Manipur, 2 in Nagaland, 2 in Assam. These districts where this rainfall capacity is more than 10% to up to 20%. So that means rainfall deficit means more, this water scarcity will be there, the crop will suffer. So this is a serious matter. This is the change in the rainfall in different districts. This is up to 15. After also we have seen, you can see the trend. So the maximum temperature changes over 90 is a recent one. From 1980 to 2021 we have seen. You can see the significant increase in Meghalaya, all red you can see. Most of the states, these are, we have taken this point data from 7 locations, Basar, Gangtok, Imphal, Janapani, Kolasip, Rambuchara, and Umiao. So every year you can see the maximum temperature is increasing. Trend is increasing. Significant increase. Then minimum temperature change, Sikkim and your Manipur involved is showing significant increase. So, but others also it is increasing, but not significant. In some it is decreasing, some state. And this blue color that circle you can see. So this is a trend, recent trend. Then extreme weather events, climatic events. So we have taken 36 station data across eastern region. What we have observed that all 13 indices, these are indices related to temperature, extreme temperature events. What we have seen, all 13 indices showed statistically significant 50% to 80% places over notice. These 13 indices, that is significant change. These extreme temperature events. And 1 days, 1 nights, and diurnal temperature ranges are much concerned over it. If you see the rainfall, extreme rainfall events, in that case, you can see all 10 indices showed statistically significant changes ranging from 30 to 50% of the locations over the region. Then consecutive dry, this is a matter of concern. Consecutive dry days significantly increased, which is not much, which is much concern to the region. So far, agriculture is concerned. Consecutive dry days, you can see in the graph more than 50% places it is increasing. So then I will see what are the consequences of this climate change on the agriculture. So first, temperature. If the temperature will increase, same can continue, maximum temperature increase, what will happen? The first loss of organic matter from the soil resources. You see how it is affecting. So a study was done. Then from that study, it was concluded that those areas which are having mid-annual temperature of 5 degrees centigrade, in that case, 1 degree centigrade rise in temperature can cause 10% loss in organic matter. But those regions where this mean annual temperature is near 30 degrees centigrade, so in that case, it may be 3% loss. Okay, so this is the from study, research study they have found. So that means it is quite obvious the organic matter will be lost if the temperature is increasing. So you know this. You might have studied in your 10+2 the relationship between temperature and rate of reaction. For every 10 degree rise in temperature, the thumb rule, there is a rate of reaction doubles. So that is the thumb rule. So if the temperature is increasing, the rate of reaction will increase, so a lot of organic matter will be there. The reduction in moisture content is quite obvious. If temperature is going up, a lot of moisture will be lost from the soil as well from the plant system. The increase in mineralization rate, same, because you see soil, a lot of mineralization is going on, whether it is inorganic minerals or the organic matter. So this is mineralization through which we receive the nutrient for crop growth. If the temperature is increasing, the rate of mineralization increase. So when rate of mineralization increase, lot of nutrient will be released. If the rainfall is high, all nutrient will be wasted. So these are the consequences. The increase in soil aspiration. You see, when there's even in case of human being, when there's a very hot summer, we always means the respiration increases. We sweat. The similar way, this microorganism in the soil also their respiration will increase. So what are the consequences? If a lot of carbon dioxide is produced in the soil, that carbon dioxide will react to it. This water, soil water, it produces carbonic acid. And the carbonic acid is increasing. So dissolution of this, especially the calcium, magnesium minerals will increase. So when the rain comes, calcium, magnesium will be washed away, and the intensity of the acidity will increase in our soil. Our soils are already acidic, so there's very intensification of this soil acidity nowadays. So this is a matter of concern. You can see we have out of 26 billion hectare, 1 million hectare is acidic soil, almost 80%. So under this pH 4.5 to 5.8, 10 million hectares. In this range, you can see the productivity loss. So productivity loss is 10 to 25%. So if the further increases, if it comes below 3.5, so productivity will go up, loss will be 25 to 50%. So that is a matter of concern. So then, what this resource consumption technology should be adopted to minimize the loss of carbon. You have already did lot of experiments demonstrated on this kind of technologies. Minimum soil disturbance, then soil cover, this managed crop residues, suitable crop sequence, including the cover crops. These are all known facts, so I don't want to elaborate. So if you see minimum soil disturbance, how much it should be? Less than 25%. If you second slide, you can see the disturbance area should not be more than 15 centimeters. Okay, between two rows, if you grow a crop, the disturbance in the crop where you are putting the seeds, it should not be more than 15 centimeters wide. So then you should maintain a lot of your soil coverage. So at least 30% of the soil should be covered with the residues. So this is some of the principles of this conservation agriculture. Then diverse crop rotation is also known else. Then these are the technologies we have demonstrated. We have done research in our centers. We have got. You can see the minimum tillage, then your stubble mulching. Then this kind of technology everybody knows, so I will not explain. So these are some of the lentil we have done. Some your this kind of conservation technologies. We have got very good results. Then this is in situ green manuring in upland rice with your green manuring crop. This is the most important crop because legume adds 15 tons of green manure biomass per hectare on average. GM crops reduces average 5% of soil bulk density. This is on an average, and increase retail growth by 8%. So these are very good indications. So for this growing legume with the rice is concerned. Then no-till tutorial. So these already proven. These are already found. Then resource conservation, this crop diversification rice-based cropping system under NICRA project we have seen. So these you might be knowing. I will explain the effects of these conservation agricultural practices. Then how this minimum tillage or this conservation agriculture builds soil on the crop. So you know this less churning of the soil, less breaking down of aggregates, less oxidation of soil of carbon, more microbial biomass. So the FAO have reported that if you follow this conservation agriculture practices, in the first few decades, first decade, whatever, you can at least sequester 1.8 tons of carbon dioxide per hectare per year. So this is an observation from the FAO. So this is really it's going to help to sequester carbon in the soil. This conservation practices. And how much is sequestered through? You can sequester through residue management, 0.2 picogram carbon per year. So that is the FAO. They have given this kind of estimates. Then you see balanced and efficient use of fertilizer increases soil ability. This it should be very. You can do it. You see, out of 40 different long-term experiments over the world, 29 has conclusively proved that your this increase in your this soil organic carbon is by 8%. So that means if you grow balanced crop with balanced fertilizer, what is the advantage? You can get good crop. So you can return a lot of residues in the form of this crop residue as well as root biomass in the soil. So that enhances the soil organic carbon in the soil, matter in the soil. So you see, Fertilization. Balance, what is balanced fertilization? That we are lacking in our country nowadays. Balanced fertilization means you should use NPK in the right proportion to the crop, the balanced amount. So for India is concerned, for our soil, the balanced ideal consumption ratio of fertilizer you can see is a 4:2:1. If you use 4 kg nitrogen against in a crop, you must use 1 kg potash, 2 kg phosphorus. This is the ideal ratio for the NPK consumption ratio India is concerned. So this was close to ideal during 2009 and 10. 4:3 is to 1. But if you see the current 2021, 8.8, 3.6, and 1. It's a very wide balance for your ratio, NPK ratio. What does it implicate? The degradation of soil quality. Because why it is happening, it is because of nutrient-based subsidies. It's a wrong policy of the government. They are giving subsidy to urea, not subsidy to phosphorus and potash. So as a result, what happens? This urea is cheap, might be 6 rupees like that. But if you compare the phosphorus, potassic fertilizers, cost is very high. So the farmers, they use more urea than this phosphorus and potash. So this ratio is now imbalanced to a great extent. So our soil, there's every likelihood that our soil is further degraded if you don't use the balanced fertilization. So if you see the current ratio in Northeast, 6.51 is to 8 in Assam. If you see the Manipur, 32 kg nitrogen against 1 kg phosphorus and only 7 kg. So very wide ratios. So these have got implications. So for the soil quality is concerned under the context of climate change. If you use balanced fertilization, good crop will get good residue amount, good return of the this good biomass per soil. That is one indication of what I have given. And moisture conservation, because I did not explain because you are doing these things in your field. So this is an example from how the maize residues can be used for growing mustard, maize grown by mustard. So this is one of the demonstration we have done in our because these are in row, these are from Pira, these are mulching for high value crops, rice, straw mulching, then ginger, and these are all known technologies. Then black polythene mulch, high value crops. This is from Dimapur only, this I have exported. So then intensification of soil is the potential liming mechanism. You see, we have been recommending this lime since long, but adoption is very less. Okay, initially it was, if you see, 18 tons per hectare for 3 years. If you use 18 tons first year, next 2 years it will not be. But in Northeast, this 18 tons cost is very high. Firstly, second is because of high rainfall, lot of wastage will be there in line. So then the ICR Research Complex, that in collaboration with ICR headquarters, they have taken a network project that they have fixed the amount. You should use 200 to 400 kg of lime in furrow to every crop. So cost is less, minimization of losses, and you can get a very good. So that was recommendation. But still farmers are not using it. So now we have done this, whether this organic manure can be used as a substitute of lime. So we have analyzed, we have in our project, we have seen different, we have used organic manures. What we have found, poultry manure is the best this organic matter to replace for lime. We have analyzed, you can see 1 ton of this product, poultry manure, it is equivalent to 450 kg of lime, calcium carbonate equivalent. Okay, why is this more? Because in case of the layer birds, they give a lot of calcium supplement to form.
That is fresh one?
No, it's on dry
poultry manure on dry matter basis. Okay.
That we have all analyzed on dry matter. So this poultry in case of layer birds is more. Why? Because they are giving calcium supplement for the formation of eggshell. So that's why it is more. So it is very good. But in other cases also, in your farm, the commercial farm, you will get it. But in the farmer's field, in every household will get this poultry. So we have to aware them about how to conserve it, because they throw it away outside. If rain comes, a lot of nutrients to it. So you should ask them to create awareness how to preserve this under shade. So that will be excellent your manure as well as, because it's rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. Apart from that, it's having life potential. So that sort of technology, because this durable technology, we should promote on the farmer side. Then another one is your biochar. We have analyzed the biochar property also. This is an excellent lining material because if you see, most of the biochar, this feedstock, the pH of the biochar is 9.8, 9.931 like this. We have analyzed wheat biomass, then your maize, straw, and pine wood. Pine wood is not good because the pH is low, 5.8. Other case of biochar is very high. And again, this depends on the temperature of the pyrolysis. The ideal temperature is 450 to 550 degrees. If that temperature, if you produce biochar from wheat stock or this milk, you can get a very good pH of this biochar. So that can be utilized the lining material. Okay. So that, but I'll tell you, this is we have seen. No biochar is a control crop 4.56. You can see the with biochar 5.1. So this is the advantage of biochar. But the major problem with the biochar is that is the production. We don't do the production unit. We have a lot of these biomasses. 5 to 20 tons per hectare of wheat biomass is available in Northeast, crop and non-crop area. So, but we don't, but a lot of organizations they are involved to produce the biochar clean. And now what I have discussed with the IT people from Guwahati, they are going to give a very small scale one that will be very helpful to the farmers. At farm level you can do it, very cheap also. Okay, so whatever KRIDA has developed, that is actually our required temperature is 450 to 550. But yes, that KRIDA, whatever they have developed, it cannot go beyond 50, even if you give a thermal blanket. So that is a bit difficult. But this IIT people, Guwahati, they are developing that. This it can be 400 to 500. I think if it comes, we'll be giving under TSP to the farmers. Then rainfall anomalies, you have seen excess rainfall, deficit rainfall, unseasonal rainfall, non-uniform distribution of rainfall, and high intensity. These are the rainfall anomalies for the climate change, so for this concern in Northeast. Actually, what happened? No, this we have seen this your rainfall intensity. We have studied in our center, we have seen we have different set of farming system models. We have seen how this rainfall is changing your runoff as well as rainfall intensity. We have observed that during last year, we have observed May to September, we have collected rainfall data. We have seen in September, maximum intensity of rain is 75 mm per hour. That means 7.5 centimeter, 3 inches rainfall in 1 hour. So intensity was very high. So what will be the impact? If the intensity is very high, we usually cultivate in the hills, slope is there. So a lot of nutrient loss will be there, a lot of your washing will be there. And you see the carbon loss of carbon will be very high. Why? You see, if you compare the particle density of organic matter in soil is 1.5 gram per cc. But whereas the soil particle density is your 2.56. So that means soil particle is heavier than this one. When rain comes, the organic matter floats because of low particle density, it will first eventually remove. So that will be washed away from the soil. When this organic carbon goes along with that, you can also go. Nitrogen, phosphorus, all that will be lost. So this is a consequence that we have seen from us, but I could not show you the data, but I don't know why it's not time. Then runoff also is very high compared to natural forest without our agriculture. Runoff is also very high, then rainfall intensity and sediment up to 22 tons per hectare we are seeing. Loss of soil. So 22.5 tons is lost soil, surface soil. So if you consider our your organic matter is 1.5%. So how much 100 kg, 1.5 kg, 22 tons, how much organic carbon will be lost from the system? That you can easily understand that one. So that's under that situation, if the rainfall is high, what means practices we should follow. So we have developed one model on the DICA project. So this is the land use model you can see, 30 to 40%. So you can keep the natural forest, pine, whatever it is there, catch pit to retain the whatever this soil comes, it will be conserve the catch pit, forest crop, maize plus legume intercropping, then your this cover crop is also there, then this maize plus French bean, then finally you can join rice in the last rice planting, and this is jumping. So this you can see the different components, natural pine forest, catch pit, then further crop. These are the technology model we have developed, we have recommended to the farmers. So you should at least you should be there to reduce the this soil loss from the system. There are significant soil loss. loss of carbon is also minimized. So that sort of model which is present in the farms. The reason something that you know in all these things. So where this area is very excess moisture is there, you can go for this kind of technology. Then this is a revised multiple system is here. They have done some study on crop diversification, productivity improvement to raise best practice. You can see it is 10.1 per quintal per local that is practice what they do 7.5. So the significant increase in the this sort of technology should promote where there is a excess moisture. Then deficit more rainfall. What the problem is? Moisture conservation and rainwater harvesting practice I did not explain. Everybody knows. Improving water storage in soil, how to increase, increase the organic matter content and deep tillage you do. And moisture stress tolerant crop varieties, if you find some that sort of variety should be encouraged. Cultivation of crops that require less water. Rice is an important crop of the Northeast. Aerobic rice. So it requires 30-60% less water. So aerobic rice we have developed one variety from our center. This is Nikra aerobic Danwa. So it was recommended by Central Variety Release Committee for 3 zones. Chhattisgarh, then Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, and Jharkhand. But this CBRC recommendation. But we have not tested here. Tripura is 5. But that's what I urge upon the KVKs to do it on a pilot basis. Aerobic rice, Nikra aerobic Danwa. You should see that one, how it performs. So that should be one, this one. Then Jalkund also everyone knows it. Then cultivation of direct seeded rice, drum seed are using. So that is also because less requirement of water of the soil. So this sort of technology, then efficiently available, whatever available water is there, so that deficit rainfall, good irrigation scheduling. Because we do not schedule the irrigation. Nowadays, all sensor-based technology is there. When to apply, how to apply, and which stage. So that right amount, right time. So that is important because availability of water is less. Then efficient irrigation methods, drip irrigation, wherever it is possible. This system minimizes conventional losses such as deep percolation, runoff, and laser land leveling. This is most important nowadays for improving resources efficiency under surface irrigation system. If you level the land, efficiency of fertilizer, nutrients, or everything can be increased. So these are some of the already proven technologies. Then holistic approach. So that is IFS our case. I already everyone knows that their role. Efficient resource recycling inside the system. Okay. Then these are all climate resilient. You can see because different components are there. If one component fails, other component will give some sort of income to the farmers. So it is climate resilient. Agroforestry intervention, I thought that what is the role of the tree and all this. These are holistic approach and replicate climate resilient indigenous farming system in places with similarity. Suppose Elnas-based agroforestry is in Nagaland, rice come fish culture from. These are if the similar situation is there, we can scale it up. Because these are only proven technologies. Because since long they are practicing, but still they are surviving on this. So that sort of indigenous technology we should form. So these are demonstration of the IFS model we have there under CSP. So this is this farmer Peter from Sanapuri district of Iran. He received Jagjivan Abhinav Puraskar conferred by Minister of Agriculture. PSP have done this kind of model have done. Then I'll share one very important news that last United Nations they have highlighted our one of the organic farming system model. This is scope 26 for Conference of Parties 26. They have highlighted one of our model is our development institute. So that it's the most reliable and most climate resilient for the systems like hill region. So that kind of also is highlighted. Then other important agroforestry system, these are climate resilient. I can tell you, Elnas large cardamom base is from Sikkim. And agroforestry, the Elnas, India, turmeric, and Nayala, this sort of agroforestry is promote. And finally, thank you very much for your presence. Anything you want to know? Anybody want to know?
And I have one query.
Yeah.
Past again of Earth that yes, and 1 degree increase of temperature and 5 degree mean average temperature decreases about
10%.
5%. 10% of organic matter. Whereas we have shown that 30 degree mean average temperature reduces the loss.
This study you see what is it? 5 degrees centigrade mean annual temperature means what? The cold countries. So where there is if the temperature rises, they are 1 degree centigrade, they are more. because that climate is not habituated with this kind of climate, so there will be this response will be very high. But in case of 30 degrees centigrade, where is temperature, our regions, there is less. That's what research shows, that I have given the reference of.
That's why.
Ah.
Increasing the temperature,
But no, our temperature is already high, 30 degrees centigrade. Suppose mean annual temperature. Suppose those places where mean annual temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, 1 degree temperature is less 3%. So this is the adjustment.
So another one is, in terms of this quantity window, is best to utilize the soil acidity by 449 kg of.
That is your equivalent. 1 ton of
Equivalent to your
1 ton of this your
1 ton of
dry this one poultry manure is equivalent to 450 kg of calcium carbonate.
49 kg of calcium.
Calcium carbonate.
But calcium supplement, no, in Russian it is of 5% they should give. Okay.
No, this is not my question. And my question is, this 1 ton is giving the equivalent as per your recommendation, 400 to 500 kg of lime in our application. The cost will be more and the availability may not be available.
You see, the farmers, see, my concern is every household, they are having poultry. They do not use lime, first thing. Whatever poultry manure is there, you can, at least 50% if you can substantiate, so you can get at least good amount of it. That is what. That's what indicates. You may not be 1 hectare is 450 or 1 ton. 1 ton. You see, it contains uric acid, all of uric acid. So at least 1 month, 15 days, 20 days, you should keep. Otherwise, don't apply that.
Sir, I have a question. In home cultivation, they used to ship first 10 year. Maybe from your point of view, organic matters and other features, definitely it must be reached by 2-3 years. So how to go ahead that such type of shifting cultivation should be changed, because Mithun is such an animal. Due to shifting, they used to shift here and there, and a lot of damage in the forest is also there. If it is stopped, and then it will be better.
Yeah, actually, these are horticulture based long duration crop fruits. Then you are the lower reaches, you can go for annual crops.
That suggestion you have given,
Yes.
this forest in top,
Yes.
and side by side,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Then in that way, it must be replaced. That room is not needed further if
Yes.
it is followed.
Yes. One more is there, there's a salt technology, sloping agricultural technology. Here Southeast Asia, they are following like anything. So that technology we can replicate. The same situation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You are not.
Now it's the time for the high tea break. And I also like to announce one announcement from the KVK Momo. They'll be serving their delicious millet products during the high tea session. So all the dignitaries are requested to proceed towards the committee room, and for the participants, the dining hall.
After that, we'll go for inaugural.
And after that, at 12, the inaugural session will begin.
By that time, you make it ready, huh?
Yeah, yes.